My first question is, they put the block on the field to go for the tie. Then they took the block off, and Jerry Sins, he's been around for a long time. He knows what he's doing. They lined up for a two-point conversion. You called the timeout. What were you thinking, and what did you tell the boys?
Well, obviously, I figured once he did that they were going to change their mind, and I wanted to know what set they were in, because they like to, even though they line up in the double tight, they like to throw the ball out of that set. And then I had a special defense set for that, and then we were going to basically give up the inside because I was daring them to run a gut. And so we basically widened out over the tackles where they like to run the ball, and they like to also pull it and then throw it to their tight ends. They have nice size there, so it's a mismatch for most teams.
Scott, no hair to pull out. What little's there is gray. You've been involved in a lot of these great ball games, and you knew this was going to be this kind of game. But I'm sure going into the fourth quarter, you didn't think it would be that kind of ending.
Well, there's no quit in Edgar. Obviously, it's a quality program. It's been outstanding forever since I've been coaching, and his kids are not going to quit. And they did what they needed to do. They ran a beautiful trick play, a reverse pass, and I thought our kids were in decent position. They made the play. So, we got called for pass interference and things like that. I'll watch the film and see, what happened with our kids. But, our kids just kept plugging away, and they wanted to win it and end it right there. And, that's something that the little riverboat in both of us, I went for it on our own 10-yard line, and I came to win, and so did Jerry. So, my hat's off to him.
And you were in position to win this game because your quarterback, who hasn't had to throw the ball much this postseason, did tonight, and he came through with his favorite target, Jason Singer.
Well, it's hard to cover, Jason. You can know what's coming, and unless you have the speed or you're far enough back, you can know it's there and not be able to stop it. So they put their fastest kid on him, and later on they had some help over the top, so they took that away. But it's something you have to be very much aware of, obviously, if you're trying to defend us.
And that's another advantage of breaking down film and looking at stats. They definitely wanted to stop Jason Singer in the run attack, but Hunter Johnson came to play today. And then once they started making the adjustment to Hunter, then it was the Miles Leahy show.
Well, it was tough sledding all over, especially in the second half, and they did what they needed to do. They started bringing people and basically creating piles. And they were able to slow us down enough and get themselves back in the ball game. And we had a couple opportunities and, didn't quite take advantage of them in the second half to make them pay for what they were doing. But, we'll look at some film and make some adjustments and hopefully be ready for that type of thing next week.
We can't let you go without asking about Dane Sigenthaler. Kid wasn't listed as maybe being in this game tonight because of the ankle injury, but has two of the biggest plays of the game.
Well, Dane's got the heart of a lion. He's not very big at about 5'8", but he's a heck of an athlete, I can tell you that. And he's will compete with anybody. He's made more plays in the secondary this year. May not have as many interceptions as the other kids, but breaking up passes in critical situations on fourth down and that, he'll fight you for it. You're not going to get the ball from him if he has his hands on it.
In Springs and Darlington again, second year in a row, this time for the state championship.
Well, it's going to be a heck of a battle, I can tell you that. Nobody hands it to you in Division VI. We play as good a football as anybody in the state. Obviously we don't have the numbers, but, we have tough kids, and they know what they're doing out there on the football field.
Well, Scott Zywicki, congratulations going back to Camp Randall. Appreciate your time here on the FHN Postgame Show.
Thank you so much.
Coach, fire department gets